Have you ever tried to dig a tunnel to the other side of the Earth? When I was little, I used to dream of building a tunnel from my home in North America to Australia so that I could visit kangaroos whenever I wanted. But no matter how much time I spent digging with a plastic shovel in the ground, I never seemed to get very far. The deepest hole humans ever dug was a little over 12 kilometers deep, which is about the height of 6,000 kangaroos standing on each other's heads. In other words, it's really, really deep. But if we wanted to dig all the way through the Earth, we'd have to dig more than 1,000 times that length. But even though humans have never traveled to the center of the Earth, scientists have a pretty good idea about what lies beneath our feet. They measure seismic waves underneath the surface, and they collect data that allows them to estimate what the center of the Earth looks like. And they found that the Earth isn't just one solid rock the whole way through. It's actually made up of many layers that shift and interact with each other. Let's imagine that one day you and your friends stumbled upon a magical shovel that gave you the power to dig to the center of the Earth. What would you see on your journey? Well, at first, you'd start digging through the crust, which is the layer that you and I and all the plants and animals on Earth call home. And actually, it's the thinnest layer of the Earth. On the ocean floor, the crust contains a lot of basalt, which is a dark and dense rock. And the crust on the continents contains a lot of granite, which is the same kind of rock that you might see in gravestones and countertops. After a lot of digging, you reach the next layer of the Earth, the mantle. The mantle is the thickest layer of the Earth, and it makes up 84% of the Earth's volume. You could divide the mantle into 3 parts. The top part of the mantle is solid rock, just like the crust you've been digging through. This upper layer of the mantle and the crust combined is called the lithosphere, which means rock sphere. And this name makes sense because the lithosphere is made up of solid, rigid rock. Let's say that on your journey, you decided to take 2 identically sized rocks, one rock from the mantle and one rock from the crust. If you decided to weigh both of them, you'd find that the rock from the mantle is actually heavier than the rock from the crust, even though both rocks take up the same amount of space. This means that the rock from the mantle is denser than the rock from the crust. This difference in density causes the crust to float on top of the mantle. After even more digging, you reach the second part of the mantle, called the asthenosphere. The rock in the asthenosphere is under a lot of pressure from the weight of the upper mantle and the crust above it. This makes the rocks in this layer molten and hot. It's a good thing that your magical shovel protects you from the heat. The molten rocks in the asthenosphere are not entirely solid, but they're not entirely liquid either. They tend to move around, breaking apart the rigid rock of the lithosphere in chunks, which we call plates. The lowest layer of the mantle is solid. All that pressure of the outer layers squeezing in on it prevents the lower mantle from becoming a liquid. You've now traveled nearly 3,000 kilometers below the Earth's surface. You're now in the outer core. This is a liquid layer made up of iron and nickel. A little over 5,000 kilometers from the Earth's surface, we reach the final layer of the Earth, the inner core. Like the outer core, it's also made up of iron and nickel. But because of all the pressure from the other layers of the Earth, the inner core is very, very dense and very, very solid. If you didn't feel the heat before, you definitely do now. The inner core is way hotter than any of the other layers of the Earth. Scientists estimate that the Earth's core is somewhere between 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit and 15,000 degrees Fahrenheit. After a quick picnic at the center of the Earth, you and your friends decide that it's time to leave. You're heralded as a great explorer, and you share your findings with the world. But next time you go on an adventure with your magical shovel, can you bring me along too?